Louisiana meat pies. Louisiana meat pies are a delectable culinary delight hailing from the vibrant Cajun cuisine of Louisiana. Whether enjoyed as a quick snack or a satisfying meal, these handheld pies never fail to deliver a delicious taste of Louisiana's culinary heritage. So let's get started on Darlene's Table. I have a pound of ground pork and 1 pound of hamburger meat, 85%. These are the ingredients you will need. I have minced garlic, slap your mama seasoning, fresh thyme, red bell pepper, onion, parsley, green onion, Tabasco, Wonder flour. You won't need much of that, but that's needed in the dish. And we'll use a little bit of beef stock, not much. But this is the Wonder flour measured out. It's a real quick mixing flour. I'm using the Wonder flour for texture as well as to prevent my meat pies from being soggy because it'll absorb the liquid. Okay, so we want this meat to be crumbly. We don't want large chunks. As soon as it's cooked, I'm going to add the onion. I'm adding the red bell pepper. Now cook this for several minutes. Let the onion soften just a little bit. Now the garlic. I'm adding the thyme. And slap your mama. You can use your favorite Cajun seasoning or just salt and pepper. A little Tabasco. That's good in everything. Now it's time for me to add a little beef broth, and I don't add much, maybe 1/4 cup. And now I'm adding the Wonder flour. This changes the texture. I love the texture it gives the meat. It's a little velvety. It's not just a meat texture. And it absorbs the liquid so we don't have soggy pies. I'm adding a little more salt. And at this point you could add some cayenne if you wanted to. My husband is a big fan of cayenne pepper and all other things hot. Oh, that's so good. It really is. So now I'm going to fold in the green onion and the parsley. I just fold in the onion and the parsley. I don't cook it. The heat has been turned off. It will cook enough when they fry the pies, and I like it to be bright green. I chilled my meat overnight, and now we're ready to put the pies together. I use these Goya empanada dough disc. When I'm making, sometimes I make anywhere from 800 to 1,000 pies for an event, and my sister and I do that together. I use this. You don't have to. You can fold the pie over and use a fork, but this really makes it easy. But always flour it so it doesn't stick. These are Goya empanada discs, 5.5 inch. These are simple to put together and can be made a day or two in advance, so all you have to do is fry them on the day that you want them. Now we'll put a scoop of the meat in here, fold it over. Like I said, always have your meat chilled. It's easier to make the pies, and you don't want the dough going mushy on you. All right, I put a little water around the edge. You can use an egg wash. Press it very well. Check to make sure that it's sealed all the way around. These are so good when they're fried. They go so quickly at any party. Everyone loves them. So I made a total of 22 out of this recipe. Yes, so this recipe made 22 of the pies. Now, when I'm making them for an event, my sister and I do this together. I freeze them. We have to. We can't do 700 to 1,000 pies on the day that we're going to cook them. So Anyway, we freeze them in containers layered with wax paper in between. And then you do have to let them thaw before you fry them, because the meat will still be cold in the center, because these are fairly large pies. And you could bake them, probably from frozen, but I have not done that, so I can't tell you at what temperature or how long. I prefer to fry mine. Temperature around 350. This is just a little fry daddy. I do 2 at a time. We have some large fryers for when there's a big party. They're so good. Look at those. Oh, and they're so crispy, and the meat filling is absolutely delicious. You will really enjoy these. Louisiana meat pies deliver a harmonious blend of flavors and textures that leave a lasting impression on your taste buds. If you are planning a party or a small get-together, you can make these in advance and freeze them. Just thaw them out and either bake or fry them. I really prefer frying. Your guests are sure to be impressed. Anyway, I hope you will give it a try, and if you do, please let me know what you think in the comments below. Of course, you can find this recipe on my new and improved website, DarlenesTable.com. So that's it for this video. Please have a great rest of your day, and come back for another video right here on Darlene's Table.